Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we give you something a little bit different today. I mean, it is Steel Division, of course, but today we're going to be giving you the finals from Chicken Dew's recent tournament. We have it called wrong. Rang's going to tell you a little bit more about that, but from the lovely map of Cho, Rang, who do we have?
Well, in left-hand side in blue, our first finalist is Yuejin, managing to make his way through the winners bracket, and he's playing as the 15th Scottish Infantry Division. And Gonzo did actually lost to Yuejin earlier in the tournament, but he made his way through the losers bracket, coming to the finals, and he is playing as the 2nd Panzer Division. He is pretty much just a standard tournament play set up by Chicken Dew. Thank you very much for setting up another lovely tournament. Again, a lot of tournaments so far in Steel Division. But it's pretty much a best of 3, standard stuff, conquest, yada yada. Funny thing is, yo, a month ago, me and Khan actually casted a match of Eurocup, and this was my fuck up, but I thought it was the finals for some reason. But that match was also Yuejin versus Gonzo. So in a way, Khan, technically we already casted the finals.
Well, I was going to say, we have ESP. People should be bowing down to us. You know what? March Madness, here we come. That's all I can say.
But yeah, it's funny how we're going to be seeing them both being played again, because, yeah. But nonetheless, show, open map. Both sides have pretty good open map units. With Eugene, 17-pounders, Churchill challenges. But Gonzo, oh boy, I'm just looking at his deployment, and he's going very heavy south. And
that is true.
Yeah, and that's probably going to work pretty well. He's got the half-tracks, the veterancy, the Panzer IV. I mean, the 2nd Panzer is already a very good division, just because of the amount of vetted half-tracks that he can get. And
well, I'm sorry not to cut you off. We're going to get started real quick. I would say the early deployments look like actually both players are seeming moderately passive. I would say outside of that P4.
Yeah,
not even the P4.
I think Gonzo is definitely going to try to make some breakthrough helping down south, but we do have an anti-tank gun, most likely a 6-pounder, going down there, and that's going to be really the make or break for that southern assault. But in terms of the town, I think Eugene's going to have it pretty scraggly. Yeah, it's only a Panzer Grenadier up north, no Stern Pioneers, so it's going to be pretty easy.
I can't see the reason for the 2nd Panzer to really be fighting over that town. I mean, we go on about this every single match. If you're a mechanized division, don't get bogged down in a freaking town fight.
Exactly.
Pound it flat, and you work the flanks.
And, you get more bang for your buck capping open field. And at the end of the day, it's about percentage of the map, not, one building that you can capture after a 5-minute slugfest.
That is 100% true. Now, we are going to see an ammo storage hit, and the first blood of the map does go over to Yuejin, who forces a +1 in the meantime. Now, I was just going to ask you, do you not just think that this P4 is just going to have the 15 Scotch completely overmatch?
Definitely. Because 15 Scots, you can only get 6-pounders early on as anti-tank, no 17-pounders, and also Stuart tanks. And the Stuarts in an open fight against a vetted Panzer IV, not going to go all out row. So yeah, it's going to be a real tough customer out that single Panzer IV essentially.
Well, we are going to see the 6-pounders already been pinned down. The scouts are getting removed, and there's 2 more 50/8s coming on in. So it's like self-propelled gun city down to the south, and the Scotch have nothing. Oh, another 6-pounder's coming in. Yeah. Okay, so he does recognize the danger.
One problem there is a 6-pounder, right? He's going to get a position. He's going to get run shot off. But it's 3 of those self-propelled IG-18s as well as a Panzer IV. So even if he, kills one vehicle with his 6-pounder, he's just going to get instantly pinned down by the overwhelming fire support, and also the half-tracks getting in close. It's going to be a target-rich environment for Yuejin, but it's a bit too many targets.
That is also true, and I was just going to say, even this 253 over here is going to be completely immobilized, but he does exactly what he needs to do, which is what you said. You provide a body to be shot at.
Exactly. Much rather lose one of those than a Panzer IV.
I do like to see up in the north, by the way. We are going to see the Scots are trying to move further and further east, but you're seeing a Flammen trooper is being brought on in from the German side of things, and this 250-10 will prevent any immediate breakout from this Stuart, I would think.
Yeah, if you can get that good first shot off, it can definitely destroy a bit of damage. Also the veterancy to boot, and the pretty high rate of fire compared to the Stuart.
It's true. Now, one thing I'm not entirely sure on is that the accuracy of these two guys. Oh, his accuracy is terrible.
Oh yeah, they're both pretty terrible, but
that veterancy will give him the advantage in the suppression fight. Let's call it.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's already pretty much going to be forcing that honey turret to fall back. But the Scots have managed to get into a town with the rifles, pretty much, easily beaten Panda Grenadiers at short range. But a Stern Pioneer and the half-track is going to be a pain in the ass, because the only AT weapon is really the rifle leaders. There's also a 6-pounder, and, Piats, yada yada.
the noble Piat.
And it's only like one Piat, so it's going to get like 1 kill after using 4 of its shots, and then it can't really do much against any other half-tracks.
Sounds about right. Now, 6-pounders being brought into the south, as you can see, we've been saying before already, but the 258s are just pounding everything flat. Will it stop up this push to the south? Looks like he's concerned firing down to that closest half-track, which I get. But maybe it would have been better to be manually aiming back further east. I mean, that veterancy is going to make those guys so much more dangerous.
Yeah. And it's just going to be really tough to get these 258s off the field for Yuejin. Like, he doesn't get that many 6-pounders. He can maybe get like 1, 2 more. I think it might be out because you can only get.
He's already brought in 4.
4.
Yeah. Wait, Bogwarts to the north. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what the hell?
Wait,
someone actually uses the Boggarts? What? I don't...
We're watching this. I don't care.
Wow, okay,
You can watch this out if you want to. I have to see these guys do something.
So we got pretty much the orcs from the Lord of the Rings, 2 towers charging into battle. And hopefully they can blow the wall of his town so the orcs can break through.
It's wrong. I felt cheated when that happened in the movie, but at the same time, it had to.
He deserved it. He got shot by multiple arrows and still made it in the hole. I mean, that is MVP of the match here.
That is true. That is true. Even though this guy's lost, he was definitely the orc of the match. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but I know the Boggarts, when I've really last used and tested them, are not really great at killing, so we're going to see how effective they are. Fortunately, there's never anti-tank here, so they definitely get right close to the target.
I just want to make a quick call. The 250-10 has finally taken out the Stuart, so no more Stuart, just a 6-pounder to the north. And actually, you were saying before you weren't sure if they're out. I'm pretty sure he's out of 6-pounders. That would have been 4 or 5 so far, I think.
Factor 2 for Scotch, if I remember correctly, because they have the veterancy, so...
Oh, wow. That pin is huge.
That's a pretty good pin. Not much in terms of kills, but it's going to allow those Stern Pioneers to get in. And,
this half-track's going to get 3 surrenders. One. Those. Oh my gosh, this is Arnhem all over again. That last rifle squad, I think he's more concerned about the 6-pounder to the north. No, he's going to try to pin up this last rifle squad.
There we go. Going in.
I disagree.
Gonna be hooking his way behind. And that rifle squad is in between a rock and a hot place.
Well, and now he's just playing with his food. Look at that Battlefield 1 gifts. There we go. 8 dead. Oh, yeah.
Down south, things have really kind of took a turn for the worse a little bit for Gonzo.
True.
He's lost like 2 of his 250/8, but he still gains control of that northern of that field. And I really want to make note of the Stuart coming in up north. I think he's trying to get a flank on the 258, but even if he does,
he's pointing north.
Yeah.
So there's no flank really there necessarily.
Yeah.
Putting fire out onto that universal carrier. 1 shot, 1 kill. Close enough.
Yeah.
But P4 moving to engage the south as well. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But the main thing is Gonzo's got really nice ground territory gains in his A phase. His pretty much whole southern flank has really his. This has got Yuejin bogged down in these little hedgerows to the left. And he's starting to make some good progress in the middle and, pretty much capturing the town with some rail-play suicide bombers, or not really suicide because they're bloody remote control, but and Stern Pioneers and half-tracks. I don't know, would a robot blowing itself up in a fashion like that considered to be a suicide bomber? Because it never lived to begin with?
That depends. Are we talking Asimov robots or like today's robots?
I'm thinking like R2-D2 type robot.
That's definitely suicide. R2-D2 is his own person, man.
Good point. I mean,
he's an old fart too. Now you think about it, he's been around for like 100 years.
Yeah.
But nerd culture aside, you're absolutely right to make the call out that we are seeing Gonzo's push to the south kind of peter out. I think that always kind of makes me surprised is that the Second Panzer doesn't have a lot of immediate AT.
Yeah, it's especially when it comes to anti-tank guns. I mean, I usually just like taking the Panzerschreck, like half-track thing we see up in North combo.
Mm-hmm.
As
The
it's
250 yeah.
Yeah, the veteran sheet's great on it, and it's just the rate of fire is pretty lovely. But the main thing is he doesn't really have any artillery, and artillery definitely hoping in his southern assault. No BO off-map Panzer II, so maybe he's got the mortar half-tracks and B-phase to try and retch out these Scottish defenders. Also, you know, some infantry down south would definitely help out. But always 6-pound against some shots from the Panzer IV.
Yeah, there's one crew member. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's by good. But Stuart getting the flank here.
That is true.
Yeah, it might get the kill on all of that. Oh, I think I might get the kill at least, because that Panzer IV is highly stressed out. Oof. Internal fragments, yeah.
Oh, man.
But the second Stuart to the left of the Panzer IV getting some shots, and...
No, he plays the vision game.
Oh, and the Panzer Grenadiers, they don't have the anti-tank guns, or Panzerfaust. But,
yeah, but they're close enough to go and put enough pressure on him. If he stresses out that Stuart is dead.
Yeah, he's gonna... Exactly. Damn, that is some real funky play. The Stuarts, he's rushing in for the end game, but, heck, even that machine gun from the 250 runs stretching out a little bit.
Nope.
And, nope, yeah. Yeah. Don't mess with a Pack 40 gun up. 300 meters. It really can't miss.
There is the last Stuart from Phase A being brought on in as well. And I do want to make the quick call out that's in the north. The Germans, despite their, let's say, rather lackluster infantry early on, I mean, numbers-wise anyway, they've taken this town.
Yeah, and it's really just due to pretty much taking advantage of the half-tracks, as, you know, Scots don't really have good infantry AT to deal with a ridiculous amount of half-tracks as well. Stern Pioneers are a lovely tool in Second Panzer's A-phase arsenal. You can get 4 of them per card con. That's really good for, like, a German Panzer division on an A-phase.
Very true.
Usually you're stuck with bloody long-range Panzer Grenadier death machines.
That is true. We are at Phase B, by the way, and it's interesting enough to me. I think there's 2 Bedfords? No.
No, just
I thought I saw
one.
a second one for some reason. Oh, those guys just out of ammo to the north. Never mind.
Yeah. But they're definitely going to need that supply to get the Stuart up and running. Got Stuart down south and a Stuart up north. He's really linking his Stuarts. But this is going to be pretty good here for Gonzo still. He's got a huge point advantage. And will we see a Recon Panther is really the question. Because Recon Panther on this map against Scotch would be pretty good pick.
That is true. Now, I can't help but feel that if we're going to see Gonzo take this, it's going to be right here, right now, while his economy is just booming.
Exactly.
There's absolutely, I don't see any way Yuejin really can turn this around, economically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, that Panzer IV and just this whole southern side has just completely collapsed. And he is getting a Churchill. It's going to be a pretty good counter against the Panzer IV, to be entirely honest. But it's just so much momentum, and even then, if he was to knock that tank out, he has to recapture all these tree lines and defensive areas, and, you know, there's a lot of infantry. It's going to be a pain in the ass to dig out. And in the middle, we've got the Pack 40 here, trading shots, and Yuejin doesn't have the range to even fire at the Pack 40. So, yeah, he's pretty much SRL, yeah.
That is very true. Now, I do want to make the call out that we are seeing the P4 go to an excellent area. This 251 on the south might go down because of his command Churchill, and he can definitely see him.
Yep. Up
north,
north,
the P4 is doing pretty well. Sorry?
Up north, we got the STG troops, Con.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Sturm Grenadiers, and Sturm Grenadiers love some good old town fighting.
Oh, those guys are machines. Oh my god, they're the Death Troopers. Oh my, okay, hey, second down to the south, we can see Horst Ramst coming on in as well.
Oh, my god.
Indeed. Will he fall prey to the same problems as all unique heroes outside of Gabby? Hand to God, Gabby's the only guy who survives almost every single fight.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I mean, you can't die when you're like the fastest plane on the field. You can just run away from every problem, just like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That is true. Speed saves.
Exactly. Why get into a knife fight when you can just run away from the knife fight?
Yeah, that is also true. Or you fly at them in a plane and drop bombs on them. That also works.
Allied Strategy, 1944 to 1945.
Sounds about right. I do like we have one brave pioneer
Oh, yeah.
wandering around with that flamethrower.
Oh, he's doing some real good hits, yeah, getting the burns, but a little bit far away to deal with the assault pioneers inside the church. Yeah, Wolf, nope. Kind of falls to a rifle round, and even though, you know, Gonzo has lost the town, he's just has such good progress down south, and it's just going to keep snowballing, to be entirely honest.
Exactly. I mean, look to the south. He cannot penetrate this double forest line. This tree line is absolutely brutal.
Yeah. And I'm pretty surprised that rifle squad is still there. It's just hanging out behind enemy lines, Dunkirk style.
Well, we are seeing the Germans are just trying to take those two half-tracks coming in from the east. They're just going to try to shore up the northern flank there. And with the Pack 40 holding down most of the fire lanes, and now Horst coming in as well, this is a strong point you cannot attack.
Exactly. And, you know, Gonzo has more tanks, and this is very much a tank map, especially on the southern sector. I mean, the church area is going to be a very tough obstacle to deal with, but there's nowhere that Yuejin can really attack. I mean, he's got the 25 pounder in the mid, which is going to try and get Pack 40 routed out, but yeah, just it's a shame that Yuejin hasn't got a challenger out, because the challenger would be a very good unit right now, because in the open field you can outrange those Panzer IVs, and once you knock out the Panzer IVs, it's pretty smooth sailing from the end on out.
I do want to make the quick call out that outside of a couple of tanks from Yuejin looking over at Gonzo, Yuejin has really no idea what's going on, which is so strange, because this guy's been the top of like every single one of our tournaments so far.
Yeah, he doesn't have too much. He has like the one recon dude down south, and you can kind of see the tree line down south too. But yeah, especially in the middle, he's just blind.
Yes, and he's even dropping the Spitfire. It's going way too far. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, if he's just gonna throw down that ordnance and just in the open field, that's the worst feeling in the world. When you drop bombs and no one's there to catch them.
I know, it's just. I know that feeling, man. That's why you gotta drop more bombs till someone eventually catches him.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
You can't miss when you drop like 8 tons worth. And we got cluster bombs up North Khan.
Oh, do we?
Here we go.
Yes.
That's just so satisfying every time.
That certainly is. Only 300 rounds to defend against that Spitfire. Still be able to get away, I would think, pretty easily.
Yeah, that thing's pretty fast. It goes 600 kilometers. It's faster than the Spitfire, Khan.
Wow, I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah,
wait, is another one coming in? No, never mind. There's a Focke-Wulf unmasked to go after the Spitfire.
To be fair, the Spitfire is a bomber run, so it does go quite a bit slower. And yeah, the Focke-Wulf is definitely going to take out the Spitfire. I don't know what Yuejin was doing, flying that around, really. I think he's just like having it on point to like bomb a target, but it didn't really pay off that well because the Focke-Wulf is gonna fucking kill him.
I think what was happening before, he's gonna go for that Pack 40. If you saw where the bomb run was initiated, it was to the east by about a couple hundred meters. But then I don't know if he saw the Pack 40 or whatever it was, but he was not able to get any use out of it.
Yeah. I would not want to be at 17 pounder in the middle, Khan.
I was just going to comment on that. Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be Ramp Skyver because he just got 6 pounded.
Oh, jeez. I'm not even going to look at that. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch to see how quickly these Sturmgrenadiers just devour this guy.
They're Sturming.
This is a Company of Heroes 2 moment when your pack gun gets caught out.
I know. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like when you use Sturm Pioneers for Obel. Whatever. You know
OPW, Oberkommando vest.
Oberkommando, yeah. It's just like you're rushing the Stern Pioneers right next to an American rifle squad and they just melt. Absolutely melt.
We have now just seen something I don't think I've ever seen before.
What?
Yuejin has just surrendered.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And the KD is not, great
close.
in either direction. What's that?
It's pretty close.
Exactly. Wow. Actually, the cool thing for me is to check out how much veterancy is on both sides here. Look at the history. There's stars and bars everywhere.
Yeah, and look at the kills. Yuejin managed to make his 6 pounders work, and look at the amount of half-tracks he killed. It's ridiculous. And even then, with all the half-tracks that he knocked out with his 6 pounders, and he just couldn't, you know, break through or get any momentum afterwards, and that's quite surprising looking at it from his perspective.
Well, there is one Panzer IV that was responsible for 3 Honey Stewarts.
Wow.
A fourth one goes to a half track.
Mm-hmm.
And the fifth one goes down to the other Befehle Panzer IV. So, like, you can't... I don't know. There's no way to even think about this. It's insane how many tankers were in this and lost their lives.
Yeah, but the main thing is Gonzo, he played the southern flank, and he played it really well. Even though he took a lot of attrition, he managed to capture the important areas, hold it, and then just kept a momentum. And Yuejin, even though he's getting a lot of kills, he wasn't making much progress.
That's true.
You can't really counterattack a 6-pounder gun, is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. So this was the Gettysburg attack. This is when he went around the left.
Yep.
And they won the battle for the South. Right?
Exactly.
There we go.
But,
all right. So game 2.
Game 2. See you guys at game number 2.
And we're back, folks. We are back with that second game in the best of 3 between Yuejin and Gonzo. This is Omaha. Tell us about the combatants in this particular one, Rang.
Well, Yuejin will be playing as the 1st Polish Armored Division, and Gonzo will be playing as the Rindhound Division. So both pretty aggressive, early A phase sort of, you know, tank divisions. And as you're saying, Omaha, it's always a pretty tough map for more tank divisions, as, you know, it's just so close quarters, hedgerow hell, yada yada. But it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Yuejin getting a lot of infantry deployed, a lot of that Strotsky spam, it seems. While Gonzo going for more concentrated half-track Panzer. Not really that much in terms of units in the field for Gonzo. And, oh, wow. Recon plane.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Well, I think this is a great call. I mean, how many people are going to go buy an airplane within the first minute of the game?
Exactly. I really like seeing... I think Gonzo's done it a few times before, actually.
I think you're absolutely right.
And
he might be the only guy who does it.
And it works really well, because there's no AA or planes in 8 phase you have to worry about in the first minute, and having that vision and information's great. And I'm just looking at Gonzo's field of view, and he's pretty much seen everything up and all. He's know exactly where Eugene's going to be deploying, and that information is vital.
Now, we were having a good laugh out about this. We were saying that Gonzo, you said, might be going for the autocannon rush here, too.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not really a rush, but just very offensive, light vehicle play. I mean, he's got like 1 Panzer III up north, and then it's just like a half-track and a 232, and a 250/8.
I do have to also note in the south, we do have this 1 Pak-38 holding up the entire Polish attack. Sends a Staghound packing. That's amazing. There goes the Staghound. First blood to the Germans.
That's really good, but the infantry are going to be a pain once they're getting close, but knocking out the Staghound is definitely the big deal breaker here.
Well, in the north, too. Holy crap. Look at the Polish, like, northern flank is just completely folded.
Yep. I mean, yeah, the Dragonis can't get the Piat on the 250/run, and the fire support from Gonzo is just raining down. And if I was Yuejin right now, I'd want to get a Cromwell up north ASAP.
That would be a good call, but we are going to see some Flammen Panzers coming out here from the eastern flank.
Oh, I'm loving this already. Right? He's going to be like rip and run up north, and then rip and run through the middle. And that's going to just clear out town, Khan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this guy is living up. You know, he's not Gonzo. He's the great Gonzo.
Exactly.
Man.
And that recon plane still just flying around. And it's such a good pressure on the enemy, because Yuejin could spend money getting AA or a plane to try and kill it, or he could, you know, have to get money to try to stop his ground assault. It's kind of lose-lose either way. And he sees, you know, the Cromwell being brought out immediately. He's going to be able to position himself to try and deal with it.
My only gripe about this push-up here is right now he's got both of his vehicles next to each other. And that whole group suppression thing is awful to deal with.
Yeah, fortunately he's managed to get some good hits on the 6-pounder already. He's going to be pulling back the Panzer III into ambush position. And, yeah, same thing with his other vehicles, not wanting to get too frisky long range with the Cromwell, which is a smart move. And those Flam Panzers are going to be coming in to clear the town. They're going to be sweeping the streets with some Flammen Werfs.
That is true. Now, while they're going to be cleansing the entire town, burning away the heresy, we are going to see that 6-pounder will take out the leading one with the engine destroyed, and I imagine we'll destroy it later pretty quickly. Where'd the other one go?
That's a really tight line of fire for the 6-pounder to get the kill, yeah.
Both of them are dead, actually.
No, the run up north still alive. It
Oh,
just hasn't done anything.
I saw this other flaming carcass, and I was like, oh, come on. You can't be serious.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. I'm going to call me Shirley.
Sorry.
uh, so the northern flank continues to be in dire straits. But there are no sultans of swing up here.
And it's
Okay,
just...
nothing. All right.
Yeah,
So
like...
that was a classic rock joke. Wrong crowd.
But the two 6-pounders, yeah. I mean, yeah, they're in pretty good position, but it's just, I don't know.
But it's so slow. Even if you drive them back, it's going to take forever to move them up.
Yeah, and just Gonzo has a lovely position because he can easily pick and choose his engagements just due to the apple orchard.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can be very picky with his engagements in that apple orchard.
What's be terrible, by the way, is if he manages to stun up all 3 of these. He could. I'm not saying he should, but he could rush in with that P3 and take all 3 of them out.
That would be... Oof. Oof, that would be dirty. And look, his recon plane, he's flying around. He's just, you know, radioing in the coordinates to the Panda 3. Hands, there's a chrome rail here. Be careful.
Shooter knocked out, and while there is now a Command Strelsky coming on there, Cow, whatever you call it.
I think he's going for the rush.
Nah, I'm not sure that rush is going to happen, though.
No. But he's getting, Jesus, it's amazing how well that Panda 3 is working. The veterancy, the 3-star veterancy on it is really making it quite a deal breaker against that Cromwell. And,
well, it's so bad, he shifted his 6-pounder from the middle part of the field. He's walking to the north. He's walking.
That's pretty bad. And it's going to get intercepted by the Panzergren, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. Down south, no, Eugene's meant to take a bit of ground, getting past the initial choke point, but just that big territory loss up north is not really doing him any favors. Oh, Hurricane finally gets brought out.
Yep. He probably will take him out. It's only 1,000 rounds. There goes the Cromwell, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, okay, but the autocannon, yeah, he's broken it through a little bit on the south, but all he's got, again, is just infantry.
Yeah, and he can't really do too much with Strojkis against armor. But he's got like one leader unit, but that's really it. And also a 6-pounder, to be fair. But the
there's 232 right there. It's just,
yeah,
you're going to carve a bloody mess through them.
Yep, and, you know, Panzergrens with some light vehicle support, especially close range against 6-pounders, is going to work pretty bloody well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's just going to be able to easily contain that southern side. Up north, yo, Hurricane getting some good strafes, and the Panzer III falling back a bit. While the Panzergren hold on kind of barely. Yo, cavalry's coming in to save the day, yo.
Well, that's the right call, though.
Yeah,
that really is the right call. You leave the 232. You keep the 258 up. I'm sure some people would say, save that autocannon track, but I don't know. I can't help but feel that long range, even if it's only a few rounds left, I'd rather have the 258 than the 232, especially if I had the P3 there, especially.
Mm-hmm. And
it is a little bit sad to watch a universal carrier get bounced.
I mean, run armor isn't even like, that's like sheet metal at that point. Really.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I think in run armor value, you can get shot at by small arms still.
Yes, actually 50 cal will take it out.
Exactly. But the main thing is Gonzo, he's got this old northern town under his control, and hey look, there's a Panzerwerfer, and there's a choke point. I wonder what's going to happen.
Oh, there we go. I was like, how did I miss the Panzerwerfer coming on in?
He also has a mortar half tracker, hasn't really done all that much, and he's going to be redeploying it down south, which is a good call. I like seeing people when they redeploy units to a completely different side of the map, because, you know, you kind of get into choke point, or, you know, bloody lane gameplay theory where you think, oh, I got a tiger up north, I can only keep it on the northern flank. No way I could redeploy it down south. That takes too much time, but good play from Gonzo. I like that.
That's absolutely true. Now, Staghound, it's actually Stewart's on to the south as well, but it's Staghound coming in as well, trying to desperately figure out some way around this mess.
Yeah.
But it's so bizarre for me to see an Allied division have less units on the field than a German one. Just
in
because
A phase.
Yeah.
Against Rintown, which can only get like 4 Panzer Grenadiers in A phase.
Exactly.
But he's just been really good play with his light vehicles, very aggressive, and just, you know, killing the Cromwell, pretty much holding that whole northern choke point. And I usually don't like using the Panzer Freeze. I think they're pretty underpowered, but Gonzo made it bloody work, and I'm pretty chuffed about it. And
I love that phrase.
Look
I'm sorry. I love that phrase.
fair enough. But look at his stat count, Joe Khan. It's I would not want to be going around that corner when she comes.
Oh my gosh. And she is coming around the corner when she comes.
Oh.
And kaboom,
Hello.
kaboom.
Goodbye.
Boom, weapons jammed.
Boom.
232. Get in there, man. Get in there.
Yeah. He's going for the kill.
As he should be.
Mm-hmm.
The honor of the kill goes to him. He is just scooting around, too.
Back to him.
Oh my gosh. It's gotta feel so bad to watch one of your light vehicles. It's like, okay, oh yeah, great. He's gonna get away. And then it's, nope,
No,
weapons jammed, and everything else is jammed,
Nope.
too.
And,
Panzerwerfer coming on in.
oh, it's going to be worth it. Not panzers in this case, but light police vehicles and infantry.
And that AT gun, too.
Yeah.
That's already dead. +3 at less than 10 minutes into the game. It's +3.
Yeah, 69% rink, 70% now, god damn it. Map control.
MG42 is on the map, and that kind of also tells you really how confident Gonzo feels if he's bringing in support squads just to hold territory.
Exactly, it's really quite surprising. You don't see a lot of Rintown players taking the MG42s in A phase. Because you have such limited infantry slots, people usually like to save that for later and get like pioneers. But Yuejin surrenders, and Jesus Christ, that was one of the like shortest finals we've ever casted.
That's true. I mean, the kills and losses barely add up to over 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just really good light vehicle play from Gonzo. He just completely dominated that northern side and just dictated the battle. Yuejin couldn't get much done down south as Strelchies are a bit too slow and open ground, Panda ground and whatnot. But really good play, and I love seeing that recon plane use. I think that really helped a lot in that entire push. Just having the eyes on, knowing where to engage your light armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Gonzo's player. Considering Rintown is, I'm gonna say Rintown is probably like the worst Panzer division in game at the moment.
Well, and what's more than that, think about it. It's, like you said before, an infantry map. The Omaha is not a tank map.
Mm-hmm. And he made it work. He made it bloody work. And, yeah. But, well done, Gonzo. He's going to be taking, he wins the Eurocup. And thank you very much for Chicken Do for hosting this lovely tournament. And this is the actual finals this time, so don't worry.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, yep, the great Gonzo takes it. Yuejin does not take this tournament, shockingly enough. And, I guess checking on Thursday for, was it the Asia game from the leagues, right?
Yep, we're going to be doing an Asia game for Thursday. And, yeah.
Sounds good. Well, folks, in that case, then, I guess we'll check you all soon, won't we, Rang?
Of course.
Okay, this is Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.